Rich over there.
Have you thought of starring in one of the cartoon superhero movies that are the fad nowadays? In the future, maybe as both evil villains to become good, or even better, good superheroes to become evil.
Are you making a joke? Yeah. No, I'm in an animated movie that comes out this year. That is the premise of it. It's called Megamind. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, it stars like Will Ferrell and Tina Fey and myself and Brad Pitt, and it's like an animated movie where that's the plot of the movie. So you can't tell if that's a very abstract joke or you're right? Or brilliantly. Wait, be honest. Was that a joke or was that shit? Yeah, that's bizarre. Also, though, it's like an animated movie.
I'm in an animated film with that exact premise as well.
Yeah.
It's not even the same one. It's called Despicable Me, and Steve Carell and Jason Segel play similar characters. So the market is flooded with these kind of ideas. You're just slightly
to Hollywood. It's one of those ones where you don't know anything about them and you just show up in a recording booth and talk for a while.
So, are you saying we've got both of those side by side, we get the same impression?
Yes. You could watch either of those movies and you'll understand both.
So if they're both in 3D, are we going to need 2 pairs of glasses for us?
God damn it, does anyone have a real question?
What was the idea for this movie to come around? Like, I really liked Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Did you guys meet there and realize you had to make the movie together? Or?
Yeah, that is what happened. It wasn't us that realised it. It was the director of Sarah Marshall and the director and writer of this film, Nick Stoller. He seen me and Jonah together on one of our dates and said, these two men need to make a film. We automatically assumed that would be a pornographic film.
About you superheroes.
Good anime. We thought it would be that.
Good question all the way in the back.
Hey, Russell, are you guys staying in Seattle tonight, or are you guys going like somewhere else?
We'll be sleeping in Seattle, not going to be sleeping as restfully as we were before you asked that question.
Hey, you were staying in room 412.
Just want to go out and have a good birthday. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, we will provide Jeffries for you. Don't be drunk.
I got a question for Jonah. Have you ever thought, like, when you're coming up as an actor, did you ever think that at one point you would ever have to shove a dildo in your mouth for the sake of showing it?
Well, I've been doing it for years off camera. No. I don't know. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility. I mean, honestly, that gets brought up a lot in these Q&As. That's probably a question that gets not. Did you ever think that? But something about the dildo in the mouth. That was actually my idea.
Yes, that's a disgusting thing.
But the answer I always give is just the truth, which is when you make one of these movies, it's for you guys, it's for the fans and people that go see the movies, and which allows us to have a job. And when you're making one of these movies, you don't want to look back and be like, I pussied out on something, or I didn't go as far as I could have, and feel like you left a stone unturned. So you know, sometimes you gotta take a dildo to the mouth. Honestly, as long as you guys walk out going, that movie was hardcore, and I felt like they went for it, then, you know.
Nobody suggested the dildo. Everyone was happy. The film was going so well. Do you want me to put it in my mouth?
I'll tell you a great line. One of the funny lines in the movies that had to get cut out because this person wouldn't sign off on us using this joke, but I can tell you that now, is when she puts it in her mouth and I'm like, ew, she's like, this has been inside Chris Angel. Chris Angel wouldn't sign off on it, unfortunately, but I think it's such a funny joke, you know?
It's a great joke. Chris Angel's, what
if he just like appeared in the corner of the room? I'm Chris Angel! You're getting sued by me!
Hi. First of all, I want to say on behalf of Seattle and UW and everything, we're really happy to have you
Thank you. That's very kind.
Someone yelled you don't suck, man.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Okay, well, what I want to know is when I saw Superbad, everyone was like, wow, that's just like high school. Would like Justin Timberlake watch that movie and say, wow, that's just like my life? Like,
Like, what the fuck is that? I'm not trying to be rude. That's just a fucking non-technical question.
You know you're super famous. Russell, I know everybody knows you're super famous in the UK and everything.
Don't undermine it by saying in the UK. We invented your fucking country.
I was totally kidding. I would really love to hear your question.
I think that's it. Superbad is an accurate comedic portrayal of school. Is this an accurate comedic portrayal of rock and roll life?
Was that the question?
Yeah.
That's a very thoughtful, good question. I'm sorry. I thought you meant when Justin Timberlake watched Superbad and think it was like in high school. That's totally what I thought. I was like, what the fuck is you know what? My dad and my brother are in the music business, and I talk to them a lot, and they both saw it. And Puff Daddy's in the movie, and it's hilarious. And I think he would give us pointers and ways to make it feel authentic. And he watched it and thought it was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But who the hell knows what that guy's thinking? He's on a jet right now controlling the universe.
Good question right there.
This one's for Russell.
Yes,
It's kind of smart, but did you ever think that your autobiography would be an international bestseller? And then also,
And would Justin Timberlake read it?
How is Justin Timberlake going to interpret this? I wrote it just with an image of Timberlake in front of me, just trying to appeal to his
It's like John Hughes and Molly Ringwald above his typewriter. You have to know a lot about that.
Well, I didn't know that it would be an international bestseller. I hoped that it would be well received. I've just written another autobiography, even though I've only lived one life. One life, two autobiographies. I wrote about someone else's life, you know, but I've made them much worse behaved in it. What I've done is I've rewritten Jonah's life.
Am I in the book?
Yeah, you are actually.
Really?
Yeah, of course you, because there's getting to the grief of, there's like, you come at it quite well, because it's just like, oh, then we did this thing, it was funny. However, there's things with Puff Daddy, which may have put my life in jeopardy. Now lawyers are reading it going, oh yeah, it's illegal for you to say that, but, you know, you might get killed.
Yeah.